How's it going, everyone? I was hoping to have this video out yesterday, um, but I really didn't like how it was turning out, so I decided to wait a few days to re-record it. It's probably also a good thing because we have a whole new Sandy revamp update map that just got released today as well, so we'll kind of check that out. Check out a few other things. Plan is to make this like a long form video with a bunch of scripts talking about different little things that have changed that are new, but also then break it down where each individual scripts its own video, sort of thing. Ones that could be its own separate video. Not every script will have its own separate video because it wouldn't be a point. But regardless, so character selection or multi-character, whatever you want to call it. So these little arrows right here, you can go through all your different characters. Everybody that joins the server has 2 character slots. Everybody starts out with 2. There's ways to get extra character slots, but 2 should be plenty for majority of people. So click play game when you're on the character that you want to play on. You also can go photo mode and change all different filters and all that stuff. Change that if you want to mess with that. I also got credits. Down here, we'd ever click on this, but we'll have staff in here that's listed, and then we'll also have VIP listed here as well. So, got that. Guess we'll go ahead and show the new creator. So we'll click into here. Even though this character ain't making a return, let's go ahead and make him as an example. Don't know what his original birth date was, but it doesn't matter. Nationality. I need to kind of see if I can edit this list to make it where, United States is at the top, so people don't got to scroll all the way if they just want to use that, and they can scroll for all the other ones. But for now, we'll just leave it as it is. And there we go. So click create character. It's going to do its thing. You'll spawn at the bus depot, and then it'll spawn you into this menu. This is our core clothing. We originally were going to use this for 2.0 of Covert Valley, but just didn't really work properly, and also they had clothing as an item, and this recent update with it, clothing's not an item anymore, so I'm coming back to working on the server and figuring out what we wanted to do and kind of have different changes. I saw that Arcor made a lot of changes to their clothing script and decided to give it a try, and I'm glad I did. So, click on character, pet selection. Really won't have anything in there, but some people might have extra pets. Got inheritance, so you can pick your 2 different faces, and then you can blend them however much you want. Same with skin tone. You got your facial features, hairs. There's not a lot of male hair to choose from. Females definitely have more of a selection than we do. Hoping to fix that. I just don't know really where to look, nor have the time to really look for that. But got all the different options there. Then you can go to upper body, and what I really enjoy is each clothing item is separate, so the textures are separate, so you're not clicking into I guess the old way, this would be easier to show ID mode, so you're not just going through drawables and be like, oh, I like this, but what colors do they have? And you scroll through it. You can just literally see everything. So like these shirts are the same, they're just different colors of the same shirt. We do have add-on clothing. Add-on clothing is not in this menu yet. So I'm decided if we're going to have add-on clothing be a part of the character selection at the very beginning when you make your character, or if you're going to have to go to a clothing store and dress your character out. Certain clothing items will be locked behind roles, so like gang clothing, that gang will be able to only use their clothing, or VIPs if we set it up. I don't know if we're going to do a VIP clothing thing or not, but the option's there. So, and all your different options. So if you find a shirt you like, you click the plus, it goes to your cart, it saves that it's on there. Same with lower body, and so you got all your different pants, sweatpants, shorts, so forth. Find what you like, click the plus. Accessories, hat, glasses, so forth. And when you're done, confirm and close, and there you are. Now you're at the bus depot in the city, so you don't have to go far to get a car or anything like that. You'll be able to run across the street right here, and eventually we'll have this set up more for different roles. So more or less the idea behind this script was you can set up different roles. So if somebody's making a character and they're supposed to be a biker, you can get a starting bike. You're going to be a starting gang member for a certain gang, things like that. You can pick that role and have that. Just really just have it basic out right now until we kind of see where we're at, what we kind of want to add to the role selection. But you can select the car, it gives you the car, puts you in it, and then you press K, and then you're just able to go. So, quick, easy little way to get a starting vehicle, and a good little start to the city. So, park that car up. Go back. So, the garage script reason is the JD Advanced Garages. So, this is similar. This is the same script we had previously. Just some new changes and updates to it, since now we're using all of JD's scripts. And those all come play. That's why now cars have mileage and all that stuff. But you can see the fuel, body, engine, so forth. You can transfer from in here. Most of you know how all that works, but sadly, I don't think anyone besides staff has access to that command. But we're just going to go back to here. Hopefully it'll be quick because there's about to be some music playing. But go ahead and click the trash can and delete this character. Confirm delete. I kind of showed my hair black, but I'm pretty sure it was gray when I was running around, but it's whatever. I didn't mess with that. So we'll go into my new main character. And since I'm returning on my old character, we have where this pops up, which it puts you on last location automatically. But you can click on the map, and you can go to all the different spawn locations on the map. We got Pluto, Sandy, Legion. These two I'm about to change because I removed a lot of maps off the server to help with server performance, because that's one thing I'm trying to focus on, is to make sure the server performs well. And we also just don't need a lot of unused space taken up on the server when it's not, being used, more or less. But all that stuff will come back at some point when it's ready to be used. But the fire station and the DPS HQ that was in Rockford has been removed. But for right now, they're still here. Just haven't got back through that script and did it. The courthouse, DOJ one, that's still here because we'll still have a DOJ system and whatnot. So if people want to be judges, lawyers, and all that stuff, they'll be able to do that. And that's the last location. So, and I didn't want to go here. But you click spawn in. It does that whole little drop down and put your character in. I need to go back up here. Go on and grab me car out of here. So, like I was saying earlier, all different. Add-on vehicles currently don't have images. We have to make images for them and add them. But any GTA car more or less has it. But you see all the different miles on all my different vehicles. More you drive your car, more your parts break down. You got to go to a mechanic to get your vehicle tuned and fixed up, get oil change and all that stuff. So it gives mechanics more things to do and more business other than just customizing their cars. So this time around, instead of doing the troopers, we're going to do the sheriff's office. So we'll be based out of Sandy, and we'll break out and patrol the whole entire state as the server comes up from resets. You may be thinking it might take response time to the city might be a little bit longer, which might be good for criminals, but not so forth for anything else. But I have a little surprise. It kind of makes response time to the city not as bad anymore. But police vehicles, EMS, so forth, emergency vehicles, they have access to their own garage service. So this is the Public Works motor pool. But only thing you can do is repair your car, a few cosmetics options, respray, and then extras. The self-services are only for spawned-in job vehicles, not personal vehicles. You have to go to a mechanic themselves. If you have a personal police car, personal vehicle, you have to see a mechanic to get it fixed. You just can't come here and get free stuff for your vehicle. These are the job garages, which I like about JD garages because it has a whole job garage. So you got all the different patrol vehicles in here. You can click on one, you can click drive, and then it's going to do a whole little preview here. So you see the vehicle spinning around. You can change the livery on it. So that was the ghosted. This is the supervisor livery. This is the unmarked, and then the patrol livery. And then you also have all your extras. So it's default setup where the vehicle spawns in with all the extras. The only difference between 7 here is it changes the spotlight to a different spotlight. I guess more modern, updated spotlight. But so having more default that way with that spotlight, because that one works more or less with the turning it on and using the control and shift to rotate the spotlight around. You can click drive, car spawns in. Go right here, and we'll go into cosmetics. Of course, this one I picked. I need to go fix that. So some vehicles don't show all the cosmetics, but we'll go through that and fix all that up as we go on. But also, this is pretty self-explanatory. There's 2 versions of the cars in there. One's with a light bar, one without a light bar. That's the only difference. Aren't with everything else. Okay. So our main patrol vehicles have a lot of different customization, which you want to be in free cam. So you want to press control, go to free cam. And this is chassis, but this is putting an antenna on the top of your car in dead center. It's got roof, which these are the LPRs, so you have 2 options for those. You have this version, and then just that one. Horns the same, hydraulics the same. Plate reader, all that does is put a front plate on. We really don't worry about that. Ornament, this is going to put a spotlight on your ram bar. This says engine block, but this is going to be spotlights. So this is driver side spotlight, but these are the stationary spotlights. Air filter / boost is going to be the passenger spotlight option there. But yeah, so no, a lot of different customizations in here to add to your vehicles and whatnot to kind of let you personalize your patrol vehicle when you get it out. Officers, once they reach a certain rank, or I guess to say deputies, when they reach a certain rank, you will be able to get a personal police vehicle. But like I said, I'm going with Los Angeles County Sheriff's Office, so if you want to do LEO side of things, that is the department we have currently open, and we're going to need deputies. So if you want to join the force, just let me know. But so we'll kind of drive around Sandy. You probably notice a little bit of difference. Sandy got a whole updated rework. Some things are the same, some things are not. Like this building now is a bar. It's I don't know, a nice little unique place. Kind of, it's like the Yellow Jack combined in, or the Angriest I walked in. Yeah, okay, they ain't happy I walked in here. They got a bathroom, nasty bathroom, but then you have like this whole housing type thing on this side that has different unique stuff. Got like a little meeting table room. Got your gardening area. I guess more or less harvesting your plants, because there's your gardening area right there, you know. All legitimate business. No, that's all oregano. So yeah, so cool little addition to the Sandy area for that. There's also houses all over Sandy that you're will be able to buy eventually and own and live out of Sandy. Like this one right here. Haven't learned where all the houses are at. I just more or less no-clipped around. Okay, so that gate doesn't open. I know this gate does. And my car's kind of parked right there. Like, okay. Yep, just keep ramming it. Yep, just keep ramming it. That works. But okay, so sidetrack. So, interior of the house. I'm going to have to look into it because we're supposed to be able to turn off all of the stuff inside, so people, when they buy the house, they can decorate it themselves and it's not furnished or have stuff already in it. I didn't say that right. But, so one of the many houses all through Sandy. I mean, I know it's my fault I parked in the street. So, got prime real estate right here, a nice little donut shop right next to the sheriff's office, you know, so whoever wants to own a donut shop, you're in the right area for a nice little place like that. We have Mosley, so this is going to be the new Mosleys. I was originally going to go with a different map, and then once I saw the preview for the rework in Sandy and that they were going to have a Mosley's, I'm like, okay, well that's even better. So, this will be the new Mosley dealership area. So, like, we still have the hospital, we still have the strip mall over there. We got a car wash here. The next to it is a taxi service. Burger Shot's still there, of course. You got the Rundown Motel. I didn't even go over and check this out when I was checking it out earlier. Are these rooms, like, usable? No. Okay. That's all real fake doors. Okay. I mean, the housing strip, we can probably put motel rooms in there. So we can probably make something out of that. Then you have, like, this courtyard, ramps, and basketball courts and all that stuff, so adds a little bit more to it. I went around and hid some crafting tables the other day, and I kind of should have waited for the update, because you see over there there's a crafting table in the basketball court area, so which we'll get into crafting in a little bit and why I had to go around and hide some tables. But so different life and I guess new life for Sandy. A lot of new little additions. Hopefully somebody revamps Grapeseed and Polito at some point. So those would be fun little places. So, reason why there's a car here, because this was the original new place for Mosley's up in Sandy was going to be, and that's why there's cars sitting right there. But all those would be moved to the new location. So we'll take off and go this way. So over Christmas, there was a giveaway that was for like over 175 servers that have stuff for 5M, scripts, maps, so forth. And I joined this giveaway. I mean, it took me like 3 days, if not a little bit longer, to join all the discords, because I also had to leave said discords to, well, other discords to join these discords, because to win you had to be in every single discord. So when the addition, so what I won from this giveaway is this tunnel. You've probably seen this tunnel on other servers and things like that, but really don't see it used very often. Trying to go through with the lights and sirens on. Lights and sirens. I'm not going to turn my sirens because I'm trying to talk and I don't want it to be annoying, but vehicles act a little weird in here. It kind of makes it a little difficult sometimes. I mean, right now they're cooperating, but other times they're not. See, like that, just kind of just stopping. That car making a U-turn. It's really up here where they get kind of bad, is where this checkpoint is at. We can set it up to be like toll roads and have people like block the roads and all that stuff. Some unique kind of, I guess, RP stuff to be done there. We just don't have it turned on and really set up for that. We'll come back to that garage in a second. But so it spits you right out here into Los Santos. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna have to edit some of this stuff when I mess up speaking. I don't know. We'll see what I do. But so I guess since I'm right here, this garage door will be locked behind an item that criminals or people will have to find in general to open the door. No job roles are tied to it, but I think since I'm admin, I'm just able to open it up regularly. Can't speak. Struggling. But yeah, no, it's dark as shit in here. In a lot of these spots. So I'm just gonna shift H for my takedowns. But there's a lot of different hidden little places. That's a fake garage door right there. But it's like a homeless encampment, and I don't know what we're gonna do with all this back here, because like that door goes into like a room that has things. There's like a mechanic shop area. There's just a lot to this underground spot, not underground, this tunnel spot, but don't really know entirely what we're gonna do with it. But the main purpose of this side tunnel is to be a side exit for criminals to take. So if you can open the door and close it fast enough, cops can't get you. They'll have to get out of their cars, use their battering ram, and break the door open to be able to come in. But once you find the path and you get going, avoiding all the debris, which this part of the tunnel is not too bad. It's more or less when you start out, but there it is. Spits you right out into Vinewood. Now right next to the ranch. It's like this was on the watch list for us to get eventually, so it's nice that we kind of won the tunnel, especially like I said with us starting out in Sandy. This can kind of cut down response time to the city because of this. But I don't know why they say cars can be down here, because it's a little bit of a struggle. So if you're not turning at the right moment, you're going to run into issues. But so can't wait to see what we kind of figure out what to do with that, and the different little RP scenarios we run into with the side tunnel right there. So we'll go back up here a little bit. So you have a little pull-off point right here, and then there's a door right there that door will always be open and won't have a lock on it, so people can walk in and out of that as much as they want. It's just the garage door to get vehicles in and out of there is what's going to be locked. Alright, now we're back out right by Harmony. No really changes or anything really new with Harmony. All this is the same for the most part. The only thing that's changed about it, which was on the last server anyways, is the Harmony repair. Currently one of the 2 player-owned mechanic shops. We won't be adding any more mechanic shops for player-owned. So if you want to work on a mechanic shop, you have 2 options. But eventually we'll add more as population grows. But so you got Harmony. I still got to get these gas pumps set up and stop vehicles from spawning over here. I never really had the time in the past to go look for it, but I'm definitely going to try to do that before we release out a beta. If not sooner, but... So, for the most part, all that is all the same. I guess I didn't have it on. I have a new radar system for the police to use. Still trying to figure out if I like it or not. I mean, the speed is fine. It's just more or less figuring out the letters and how, like, they are, because they're more digital like that. It's just not like a text of a plate. But there's different color options and all that stuff. I'm going the wrong way. Need to go across the bridge. So definitely this time around we're trying to go with more of a civilian focused mindset and not so much on the criminal mindset. Like, there's still things for criminals to do, but it's very small since we don't have a big police force. Because criminal and having officers, deputies, so forth kind of goes hand in hand. And once we grow more, I need to go up one. Once we grow more as a community and have more deputies, we can add more options for criminals to do. But you got your store robberies, house robberies, evangelicos, see that they're still double and floating. Alright, so future Punisher, Friday Punisher, after giving plasma, kind of tired. I was just gonna originally leave the video as it was, kind of explaining mining and just letting it be, because I knew, like, now the double and floating was somewhat fixed. The issue with, like, the floating is, like, I loaded in just now and it's all on the ground. So I don't know. I've been noticing that things been floating here and there. It's been kind of weird and interesting that things just want to float all of a sudden. So I'm going to see if I drive out of here and I come back if things are sitting on the ground like they're supposed to be. So kind of get like a dev blog within a dev blog here. Because if this stuff keeps floating, I'm just going to go have to probably reposition all the props. I think that's what it is I changed the original prop that spawned into a different prop. One that has a little bit more detail and is just not a rock with a few like colorful little chunks. These kind of bigger chunks and they're different colors, and And also, I mean, I bought the add-on props. Originally, I just wanted the smelter out of this prop pack, but the way the crafting works, it needs a flat surface for the prop to be on, so it can't hang off any of the prop edges, anything like that, because it's a... The dev calls it a collision bug. That's not a collision bug, that's just a prop. Yeah, see, like, the truck right there is floating. But when I spawn in the police station, it's not floating. So, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know what causes that. And you'll figure out why it is like that. I'm going to drive back to the mine and see if things are refloating. If not, I'm going to restart the server and come in from the PD. And it's just a recent thing that's been happening with... Well, that's the first time that gate's open. But, so used to not do this. But it's here recently when I want to start recording and making things for the server, the script's like, oh, now we're not going to work. So, okay, so all these are still on the ground, like they're supposed to. Let's go run quickly inside. Yep, all these are on the ground like they're supposed to be. I don't think I said it anywhere in the video that I've so far made. All the script links will be down in the description below for all the different scripts that we're using that are in this showcase. That if I put every script we're using in one video, it'll be a long description of a lot of different scripts and different parts on the server. Also, I'm pretty sure I say it at the end of the video, but just in case people don't make it to the end of the video or something, we do launch on the 31st, so with today being Friday, that is 1 week away. I have the event set up in the Discord for when launch day is. Also put the event to remind people that we currently have the, what I call the hype sale going on, so all subscriptions are 25% off the first month. That is VIP and then just also priority subscriptions, but priority right now won't be really needed. I mean, we have 64 slots, 30 plus-ish people with the whitelisted roles. I mean, we have half the server pop already for just the starter key. So, let's go park my car. Go hop over this wall. Quit out. One of this is due to an update, but that is our evidence script, as you can tell by the name. But so I'm going to restart the server. I'm going to leave all of this in, so you see there is no magic tricks, nothing up my sleeve. I ain't doing anything here different with the server, but I'll just speed up all this stuff. we go. And truck's on the ground. Okay, so that's on the ground, and now everything over here is probably not going to be. I wonder if what I changed already, though, will be. So, figure out if that's the problem. Very confusing. And okay, so I've edited these a little bit already, but some are still floating. Probably what I just have to do if I just reposition everything all over again. And yeah, okay, so I'll just have to go to each rock and just reposition it on the ground. Alright, so here's the mining script. We're using Elation mining. We have a lot of their scripts. So we have their weed, their meth, their diving, their metal detecting, and a chop shop script from them. So they're one of the new devs that we use a lot of their scripts. So more or less, I guess I can explain this part of the mine and have to go to each mine field. So you'll kind of see like the prop. This one is mining copper, so like copper is up there, but then you have clay, metal, scrap, stone, and a chance to get ruby, the raw ruby. So that way you have to process it into the uncut and the cut and all that stuff for the gems, because the raw ruby is probably also going to give you more clay and some other like materials on top of it, sort of thing. But I'm gonna have to tweak the numbers and figure things out, how much what should give what, sort of thing, and how much XP should be given. Just considering that there is 4 or 5 levels when it comes to the mining. So I mean, want it to be a little bit of a grind, but don't want it to be a grind fest where it's not fun or it takes forever to level up. So still got to tweak out the XP and the levels, but so this is the one I fixed earlier. I just kind of all made them all the same in numbers, which that didn't really do anything because it's on a hill. So I'm just gonna sit there and teleport to each one and put a new cord in, and I'm gonna do this for all, I think like 12, 14, all 14 spots, and then we'll go from there. Alright, so I got all of the stuff repositioned, so we're going to load in at the PD. We'll drive over there, see if things are still floating. Hopefully that was just the issue I had to do, is just reposition everything. I also redid the car, see if that would stop it from floating. Hopefully that was just the problem. I know last time we saw the mining text, there was 14. These extra 2 are just broken up of the crystals. Like this one is just the blue one now, this one's the green, and that's the red. Instead of all being into one, I just put them all, I made them separate. But sounds like we're about to be in the server, so let's go see if it's all fixed. I hope this worked. One day I'll learn how to drive into the quarry and drive normal without having to do that. And it didn't. Alright, well, I mean, at least I did what I needed to do, I guess, with the gym shit, but I'll have to keep further testing with it. I haven't seen the whole double that's been happening, but we'll get that fixed. but for sake of our testing, I'm going to go ahead and just restart the script real quick. And look, it's all on the ground now. How about that? Alright. So, you got this dude out here running around. Brought back this trader script. I don't have anything that he's interested in buying from me because I don't have materials on me. But I can open the other side where I can buy stuff from him. So, like, anything that somebody else has mined, they can sell to him and get a quick little buck, not having to sell to a player on the server. It's dirt cheap prices. Players that are buying these materials are going to pay more than what this guy will buy it for, but people can also come here and buy all this stock and resell it, make a profit that way, and flip it. But so he walks around and does his thing. This gentleman right here, third eye. You got your mining level. I said earlier, 1 out of 5. You got your lifetime statistics, so how many you mine, how many you smelted, and then how much money you've earned. Which the earning, the selling to that guy won't go into that. I don't think we have the pawn shop or the shop that's built into the script turned on to sell materials to, because don't really want too many places to really sell things to, and with that guy walking around, those materials can still be used by other players and it doesn't just disappear into a void. Leaderboards, so you can see who's the top 3 people that is mined the most on the server. And then the shop, you have your 5 different level pickaxes, but you have to be that level to use the pickaxe. So level 1 is where everybody will start out with. I'm pretty sure I still have my pickaxe. Yep. So the icons and images are still being worked on for the items. We're trying to optimize the server and not have so long of a load-in time. The images folder had like over 5,000 images, and we only have like 1,000 items, so trying to limit how much is on the server so that way it doesn't take so long to download the inventory. But can mosey on over here, can third eye the rock, mine it, does the little animation, and there we go. Oh look, I got lucky. I got 4 raw ruby. Mine that. So all these are going to be carbon and coal. Pretty sure I already said this before, but I don't know where I've said and what's going to still be in, so just trying to cover all the bases. So each ore section that spawns, and like they respawn pretty quick, so you don't really have to worry about resources not being here. Each section will give one main type of item. So like that's carbon and coal, where we came in at, where the other ones are floating back over there. I think that's copper. You got iron and so forth. So more or less it's just figuring out where each spawn is at and how and to get that item, more or less. So we'll go in here. And the only thing different about the ones in here are they're just a different type of rock prop. These are the Canby mine props. And the other one is Buzz, whatever you say there. And then there's B and like 3 Z's, so they're mining props, which their animation is the one I'm using for the mining, which I think it's nothing really fancy, but so all this is magnesium. Need to watch. Oh, I'm getting lucky. Where's that far? Yeah, I'm getting kind of full. And then what I already mined behind me is all there, so slight delay, gotta kind of wait a little bit, but it's not too long of a delay. Stone doesn't do anything. It's not like gems mining, where you crack the stones to get materials out of them. Right now it's just stone like this. I can't mine that. I'm not high enough level, so we'll just ignore those rocks right there. But so then you got this section, which I don't think I'm high enough level to mine these either. Nope. There's nothing down that cave. You don't have to believe me on that. You can go check it out yourself, but I can tell you there's nothing down there. Yep, so you got these rocks here. Got more around in here. Which, some of these need to have more spawns. And it's definitely something that we can get to later. More or less just left it all kind of default. You have back in this section, I think this is all coal and carbon. For the most part, every single resource you mine has a purpose in crafting and needed somewhere on the server for something. So more or less just gotta find the purpose. Stone really doesn't have much of a purpose, but so yeah, these are all separated out. Definitely need to add more and put them in different little spots, but you have to be level 4 or 5 to mine these anyways, so I'll let you know if you can mine something or not, but just get done mining in the cave. You can not get lost in here. No, that's a starter. Yeah, that's not that way. This must be this hole. Where's that one? I think it's this one. Can't wait to get the help. I'm lost in a cave. I don't know how to get out calls to come rescue people, because we are also going to get lost. Has to be this one over here. Yeah. And I do want to eventually make it where it's kind of mixed in, where you just don't have sections only of one resource. Nothing really back here. Can't really do anything here. The mining strip we have doesn't utilize anything back in here, so maybe try to put another smelter in right there, but don't really know why they didn't have a section that utilizes that. But also I want to go add things into the other mine that's kind of like in the mountains, that's like by the city, and add mining stuff there. Because currently it's just this cave, and then just outside of it is where you go get resources at. Like I said, this guy, you can walk up to him.
What's up?
Kind of push him around if you have to, but...
Motherfucker!
Oh yeah, he gets angry. I forgot.
Come on, then! What's up?
I just want to Zelda, I'm sorry. Alright, well, he ain't mad anymore. I guess he got his revenge. But so... we'll sell most of this stuff. I don't think I have anything to really break down. Yeah, because the jewelry crafting is not a thing yet. That'll be coming during sometime during the beta. Adding more of that, because don't want to add too much to the economy, because that is something that still needs to be set up. We are trying to make where prices are more realistic and not so expensive, so you don't go to a burger shot or a bean machine and get 2 items, a drink and a sandwich or something, and it's like $1,000. So want to balance out everything where it's things are more of a fair price and not overly priced. Nobody runs a coffee shop to become a billionaire or a restaurant. I mean, still want to make it worth people's time to run these places and have employees and be a boss, but don't want to have the unrealistic. But I should be cutting back to past me at some time as I'm driving this away. To finish up the crafting and the rest of the script. I think I stopped about right here, but so yeah, I'll have it go back to past me, and I will catch you all in the next video. So I'll have to go out and explore and figure out where all the materials are at and how to get them. But so mining, logging, and then searching like dumpsters and recycling, which we don't have a recycling thing yet. So it's just searching the dumpsters. Those three are going to be like really important, because that's how you're going to be able to get all the materials needed to be able to craft. I guess I can just do it here, so. So let me open up the crafting editor. So this is what staff sees and whatnot. This is how we set up the crafting editor. So for what's important for you all is going to be the weapon benches. The all-in-ones are going to have weapons and jewelry and all that stuff. But most ones that are hidden around right now is the weapons and the basic. And basic is only going to have medical, parts, tools, and materials. And then weapons will have the weapon parts, weapons themselves, materials, and ammo. The laundry, that's at the laundromat. That's how you will be able to get clean cloth and some other items for cleaning. Harmony and BBC, these are mechanic benches, so that's how mechanics get their parts for crafting it and vehicle parts. Jewelry isn't set up yet. And like I said, all-in-one will have pretty much everything that's not tied to a certain job. So recipes have all the different recipe categories. This is where things broken down at. So like mechanics, not everything is set up yet, because like engine oil is still money. But like when it comes to like tires, you're going to need adhesive compound, rubber, and steel. So mechanics are going to be looking to buy parts, or they're going to be sending their employees out to get said parts, so they're able to craft all this stuff needed for their business. And then when it comes to weapon crafting, you are going to have to get the blueprints, which the blueprints are going to be found through hidden vendors around the city, doing the heists and robberies, and just getting lucky from searching the dumpsters. I mean, there's going to be many different ways to get the blueprints needed to craft the weapon. Not all weapons need blueprints, like the stone axe here. You see stone and wood, and that's it. That's that system. So create a new bench. I'm just going to do full access. So there's different bench type setups. So just keep a lookout in the world for a crafting bench. Some you'll be able to pick up and take, others you won't be able to, and they're just going to be there stationary. The way the workbenches work, it's not a regular item that I can put into a loot pool. They have unique metadata with them, so that's why I had to hide workbenches all around the map. And I'm going to keep hiding workbenches and stuff like that as well as time goes on. So, but if we see people like hoarding all of them, we'll most likely intervene and take them away and re-hide them, sort of thing, so that way there's just no workbenches. for players, but you select the option you want. Access, I went full. I'm just going to name this test. And that puts it right here. But so you have no locations. So you click the add location here, which this is all staff. Not really much for you, but this is, you know, overall showcase of the script for the most part. I'm going to click place out. And you got the options to move it around. You got R to rotate it, which everybody will be able to do this, because the ones you're going to pick up, you're going to see this menu to be able to place it down. Press W again, Q, rotates it around to make it easier to adjust. And I'm going to hit place, and I can check this box portable, and this is what makes it be able to be picked up and moved around. So I'll exit out of that because we're done with this for now. So here's the workbench. So I can press E to go in, or I can pull down G, and I can pick it up. So if you see a workbench that says G to pick up, you're able to pick it up, and then it's right here. And it has portable workbench for type test, so that's why I can't put into loot pools. So I use the item. You can place it, press R. So everybody gets to see this placement menu no matter if you're staff or not. But place the workbench down, E to use, and this is the UI that pops up. So medical currently has everything underneath it. Parts, these are all the different parts that needed. Images, like I said, are being worked on, so hopefully there won't be missing images by the time we launch into beta. But there's just a whole lot to go through and kind of get set up. But so jewelry ain't set up, but weapons. And sometimes if it's like a long list, it's going to sit there and say it can be found, so you just have to refresh it. So stone hatchet, I have stone on me. I don't have the 2 wood I need, so I can't craft it. But click the plus, and the numbers go up, so you know exactly how much you need if you want to craft something. See the sawed-off shotgun, but I can't click on it, and that's because you have to be level 15 for both. So you have your category levels, and then you have your world level. So I'm only level 6 in the world, and for this category, I'm only level 15. World level goes for all workbenches, categories just for each individual category. That's why I can't click on that. Also, if I don't have a blueprint, the weapon's not going to show up in this list. Once you get the blueprint, you'll be able to see the weapon in there. We have cash on me. So yeah, that's the crafting script that we're using. And then, like I said, we have this as staff. I have to blur all that out. Or, who knows? If I can find the chords, I don't care at this point. Go figure it out. This is all in one, right? No, it's test. Delete. And go to types, and then just delete test out. Probably noticed in the last video as well that the map's different. I'm not really keen on setting on this map, but I'm trying to find a good map that doesn't have postal codes. I'm trying to avoid using postal codes and just have something a little bit different, more or less, on that. We do have hunting on the server now. I guess we can I'm just gonna teleport over there. Something that we were always gonna add last time, but we were waiting for the game wardens to come into play. But this time around, I just decided to add hunting so players can go do their thing. So I got this nice little hunting shack. Got this dude right here. Third eye, talk to, and he'll sell you the sniper rifle, the ammo, and the hatchet. Man, you can just go out and hunt. I mean, there's the penal code restrictions for hunting, but, you know, that's up to you if you want to follow the law or not. But animal spawns have been increased in certain areas. So hunting's just not something that's boring and not really a whole lot to do. There's a lot of unique little animations and stuff with that as well, and kind of how it all works. But oh yeah, so ERS. I mean, that's what mostly the last video was about. It was broken in that video. Now it's fixed. There's a few cosmetic issues that we gotta switch still, like the vehicles and things like that, but ERS added the compass you see at the top of my screen. It's a little hard to see, but got that compass. Wonder why the other compass isn't showing. I don't know. But we have the regular QB HUD compass, but it's just not there. But I need to go change the color of the HUD up there so it's a little bit easier to see. Once I get in a new area. Should probably trigger as I go into Grapeseed. Yeah, there we go. So, as you go to different little areas, it'll pop up on there, kind of the location you're at. That is part of the ERS system as well. Overall, I mean, after we kind of fixed it and tweaked it to our liking, I really enjoy the ERS because that's going to make it where cops don't need criminals to have things to do. It's going to keep cops busy so they're not bored and just sitting around and just pulling people over and just waiting for crime to happen. We can just kind of have something that makes crime happen. But there's options for EMS and fire, so there's a lot of different little things for the different departments to do. Plan is to bring back fire and have that fire EMS be together, or if somebody wants to separate it and run EMS and somebody runs fire or something. I mean, just got to get a department head for that to figure that one out. But until we can find EMS and have fire or somebody on the server to come rescue people when they go down, we have a solution. If you're inside a building, it ain't gonna help you, but hopefully there's somebody around if you're down in a building to kind of carry you out. But so let me get out of this area / kill myself. Okay, so it auto spawn. Currently, for now, we'll have it where the ambulance auto comes in, but eventually you'll have to do /help and have them show up. And these are AI medics, so different things can happen. Not one ride with them is the same. Yep. Like I said, that one ride's the same. Yep, just go right straight back into it. Yep. Just go right into it again. I love when I record, Discord likes to go off. You almost got it. Yep, you almost got it. Oh, there you go. Ah, perfect. Perfect. Such a great job at driving there, sir. Writing down your little notes. So, they'll walk you on inside. Take you to the first available bed right here. I forgot this is still in here. So I can just scare the shit out of me. And I'm out of the world. Alright, well, yep. Well, it ain't perfect. I gotta figure that one out. And also get rid of that stupid ass cutscene video that comes into play. And then I have the ammo menu. Alright, well, you know, part of also the videos of these showcases, you know, find problems. You know, just because they work good before filming, you know, doesn't mean they're gonna work while filming. But I don't know, just kind of all over the place, a lot of different little things. I'm more or less just trying to get content out and get videos made so other people can kind of know about the server, kind of what we have, and get more people into here. Just kidding. I'm back again. Don't know where this is going to be in the video. Don't know if this is going to be at the end or right after crafting or something. But so on the map, the smelter is marked currently. I want to eventually, like I said, add more smelters to the script because smelting gives you experience. But so it's marked on the map. For now, you'll third eye the little box right here, and then you have your all the different things you could smelt. You also got your brass, you got your steel, ceramics, and so forth as well here. Some items have like a steel bag and ore. Yeah, ore, steel, and bag, more or less. So the ore ones, that just takes the raw materials like the iron ore and coal to make steel. Or you can take a made iron ingot and take a coal and coal ore and make steel. Or you can take a bag of coal and 20 iron to make the steel. So yeah, hope I kind of explained that well enough. I mean, it's pretty, to me, self-explanatory, but that's why there's some have 3 options, 2 options, and just 1 option. And the difference between coal and coal ore, the coal ore is the raw coal that you just mine, don't do anything to it, and everything to smelt just takes the coal ore. If it requires coal, you have to refine it in the crafting table, which I should talk about in the crafting script, but it's in the crafting table to make coal out of coal ore. Same with some of the other things that are required. But Discord's still going off. Kind of wrap this up. We already have like 30 plus people. I mean, that's including staff and things like that with the whitelisted role. I'm really glad that we have this excitement and people already here waiting for the server. Because the first time around making the server, didn't really have anybody waiting for the server. As more or less I made the server and then waited to get people. So it's nice to have people waiting, but also have the help and the testing and the feedback while building the server for beta. I appreciate all of you guys who have got on and tested and kind of reported issues, and so that way we can get kind of things fixed, because I want the beta to be as smooth as possible, but more or less the beta be getting the building itself. More or less what we're building is the foundation, but there's a lot of scripts and things that still yet to be added to the server and set up, but I more or less need, but I want a foundation that we have pretty solid, have a good solid community, and we can kind of build the building together on what scripts we want to get and how we want to shape the server. Because as I used to say, and will say, I just build the sandbox and fill the sand in it, and you guys build whatever you build with the sand. So, like I said, very excited all of you guys are here. Currently doing a 25% off all subscriptions for the first month. This will end on Saturday, the 1st, since we're launching Friday 31st. So, if you want to help out support the server and get some of these extra scripts and things that we're looking at getting, I'll have a list put together what we're kind of looking at adding within the first kind of patch of the beta for new content, which, I mean, there's going to be fixes during, but kind of just new content that we want to bring to the server really soon. So the store webpage will be linked down below. It's also in the Discord. I don't always ping the whitelisted role when I make little announcements and little posts about like updating the server. So just check into the Discord, see where it's at. Be sure, if you are not in the Discord already and you're thinking about you want to try out the server, join the Discord now and react to the role announcement. There's an announcement post about reacting, and that's how you get your whitelisted role. After we launch, it's an application process, it's a waiting period, and so forth. There's also application fees, and then there's also express application fees that you can pay. It's more or less up to you, but this is your free opportunity to get into the server without having to worry about applying and paying the application fee. As long as you're 18 and older, you're more than welcome to join the community, but we will find out if you're not above 18 or 18 and older. We've had people in the past try to join the server and it didn't work. So 18 and older, feel free to join the Discord now, react to the role, get your whitelisted role, and get ready to join. Because we're pretty much a week away at this point. Today is Thursday. This video will come out tomorrow, which will be Friday, so it puts us a week away from launch. And I'm just very busy and trying to get the last minute thing set up and ready to go. So probably just need to cut it off here anyways, so that way I can get back to working on the server and fixing things and getting things set up. So y'all take it easy. Thank you all for sticking around and watching this video, and I'll catch you in the next one.